Joining us from our NTA Kano studio is the Honorable Minister of Housing, Ahmed Musa Dangiwa. Many thanks, Honorable Minister, for joining us.
Thank you.
Nigeria Land Titling Registration and Documentation Program seek to achieve.
Well, we spent 2 days discussing the Nigerian Titling Registration and Documentation Program here in Kano. The purpose of this is to ensure that when we realize that it's one of the reform initiatives of the renewed hope agenda of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on land matters. And we realize that 90%, over 90% of the land in the country are entitled and remain unregistered. Only 4 to 5% of the all land in the country are registered and titled. And this is a great minus to the country if you look at what we are losing. If you look at the fact that with this only 4% is registered, that means over $300 billion has remained a debt capital. And that's the essence why we invited all the directors of lands, housing and urban development within the country to sit down and discuss how do we upscale it. The National Land Title Registration Program is one of the programs we initiated, and it has commenced. We identified the states that are already on GIS that have started even that titling program. And these are the states we brought together and ensure that we discuss to see how they can upscale their own performance. And those that are lagging behind, to ensure that they also meet up the challenge of titling and registration of their title. The most important thing which you need to look at is that any untitled and registered land is not an asset to the owner of that land. By titling it and registering it, you'll find that you use that asset as that land as an asset, either as a building or to secure a mortgage or to secure a loan, or it can also be traded as a commodity, as you know. So land is a wealth creation if it is well titled and registered. That's the essence of sitting down and ensure that all land should be digitized, registries should be digitized, and also the land should be systematic. There should be systematic titling of land within the countries. And it has taken place, and we're happy that most states responded, and we want to upscale it further to ensure that we at the federal government, at the federal level, we sort of engage the state governments and guide them on how to upscale it to that level.
Thanks, Honorable Minister. A great initiative, I must say. But what's the challenge in this whole land registration, documentation and all of that? And speak to us about how seamless the process will be for Nigerians and, of course, affordability in doing this.
Challenge is that you'll find that without the titling, the state government needs to come on board because they are the owners of land. According to the Land Use Act, they own this land. They have to ensure that they take away the analog system, the way they title their land. There is already a digitized form of doing it. We have the GIS, which is Geographic Information System. Happily, most of the states have started imbibing this GIS method to ensure that they digitize their land and there should be systematic titling. The most important thing we encourage the state is they should dedicate 1 to 3% of their annual budget, at least for the land documentation and registration program. If they can do that, they can upscale it. Many states that have upscaled it, they have seen the advantage of doing that. Like Kano State that have started, they used to have a revenue on land titling, just 50 million naira revenue to the states monthly. Now they are getting over 750 million naira monthly, due to that titling and registration documentation program. So with that, you will find that states should see that as even an investment, because once you invest little, you are going to recover whatever you invested in doing that. Imagine a state that's getting 50 million, now they are getting 750 monthly as revenue on that aspect.
All right, many thanks, Honorable Minister. Because of time, we need to round off the conversation, but I'd like to find out what your ministry is doing to bridge the housing gap in Nigeria.
As you quite well know that it needs a lot of funding. And that's what the federal government, we're advocating for more funding from the federal government. At the same time, we're also encouraging the public-private partnerships with the private developers, whereby government can come in and create an enabling environment to provide land, to provide access road, to provide some infrastructure in certain cases, and even ensure that there is getting construction finance for the developers to do that. This is what's most important. The other one is to ensure that we also increase affordability. We decrease affordability for Nigerians, because one of the factors that hampers access to housing is the affordability due to the low earning capacity of the citizens. I'm happy the federal government has increased the salaries, and still many people are advocating for more salaries. With the increase in salaries and the government intervention and also the PPP, I'm sure there will be access to housing that we're having. At the federal government, with the Renewed Hope initiative that the federal government is advocating, where we have the Renewed Hope cities in the 7 locations, and we have the Renewed Hope estate that we are doing in other 30 states of the Federation. We are also thinking or planning for the Renewed Hope social housing that is about to take place, to take off any moment from now.
Honorable Minister of Housing, Ahmed Musa Dangiwa, for being our guest on News Extra tonight. It's indeed a pleasure.